So a few weeks ago, I made a video about how to apply for a Morocco ETA if your country is part of the visa free so that you can enter Morocco and explore Morocco. So apparently, I've noticed that a lot of people have challenges filling out the ETA form. In that video, I got a lot of questions from people saying that they are finding it difficult to fill out the ETA form. So in today's video, I'm going to take my time to fill out the form for you. So if that is something you're interested in, stay tuned. So talking about DMs from people reaching out for me to assist them to get their to fill out the form. Now, let me announce to you that we now have the membership forum on this channel. So if you would like me to assist you with anything regarding your tourist visa or your travel itinerary, you can now join that membership forum so that you will be able to get all the assistance you need. But just bear in mind that it comes with some sort of service charge that you need to pay. So if you are part of this forum, it means I can take time out to give you the necessary support you need when you're applying for your tourist visa or you're trying to do your hotel booking, your flight booking, your itineraries, your excursions, and etc. You only need to join the membership. I'll leave the link in the description box or in this video for you to click on it and join. You only need to pay a little amounts to be part of that community. So anyone in that community who need any assistance, we will hold your hand in your tourist visa application. Remember, it's all about tourist visas. Anything apart from that, I'm sorry, we cannot help you. So yeah, let's get started. Without wasting much of your time, let's head straight into the video. And do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, okay? First thing first, you're gonna definitely check if you need a visa to visit Morocco. I wouldn't waste much time here because as in the previous video, so you can quickly go back and have a look at it. I'll leave the link in the description box. So quickly, we're gonna look for our country. So I'm using a Ghanaian passport, so nationality is Ghana. Country of residence or usual residence is going to be UK, so I'm going to put UK there. So quickly we look for the United Kingdom. Yeah, that is it. Document type or the passport I'm using, we're going to select ordinary passport. And then purpose of the trip, we're going to select tourism or tourist. Okay. And then do you have another valid visa? I'm going to say a UK visa. And then we'll click on check. All this one, we've done it in the previous video. It's going to say, according to the information, please submit a travel authorization. So we're going to request for Morocco ETA. So you click on that. And first thing first, it's going to ask you to do the sign up. That is your email and then a password. And then you now click on the registration. So let's quickly type in our email. And then we type in our password as well. As that is done, we click on register, right? So register, we're going to start filling out the form now. So the first thing there is about your current nationality. So you need to choose your current nationality. Always remember to translate it, okay? Always click on your browser to look for the translate, okay? Click on the translate so that it will be in English for you to make it easier. Some of them will still be in their language though, but then you get some of them in the English language, right? So your country of nationality, you need to select that. So we're going to quickly go and look for Ghana. Yeah, we've selected Ghana, and because I've already selected United Kingdom for the visa, it has picked that one for me as, what's the name, Royaume Uni. So that is in the Moroccan language. It won't change at all if you try going. So this is why some people had challenges. I got people that came back to me saying when they were doing the ETA application, after the first page, the second page, they couldn't find United Kingdom. It's just because the United Kingdom is being put in the Moroccan language. And yeah, so that is it. So if you're from the UK, you are a Ghanaian using a Ghanaian passport doing the ETA, and you are in the UK, this is what you look out for, that name. Royaume Uni. That is the name for United Kingdom there. Okay, the next thing is to click on the tourism. Purpose of travel is tourism. And then additional information for your travel while you are traveling. So I'm going to say I'm visiting Morocco for my birthday. So you type what is taking you to Morocco, and as well as to explore the culture. The next thing we're going to talk about is your travel conditions. Okay, so the travel conditions, you need to make sure you acknowledge everything here, else you can't proceed. Actually, when I was doing mine, I left the first point, which was I have supporting documents for my business trip. And at a point, I was thinking I'm not going there for a business trip, so I left that one out. But when I was clicking to move to the next page, it didn't allow me to move, so I had to come back and click everything. So make sure you click or acknowledge all the points there. Okay, so the second point is I have sufficient financial means. That means you should be, the minimum amount you need to spend per day in Morocco is 70 euros. So multiply it by the number of days you'll be spending in Morocco. So you should have that figure in your account, even more. All right. Okay. And then I have a valid passport when I leave Morocco. I have a return ticket. I have a hotel reservation, and I certify the accuracy of the information provided. In case of error, my request will be refused. You need to acknowledge everything there. We've done this before in the previous video. So if you can't see properly from here, just refer to that video, you'll be fine. Okay. When you're going to come to the next page, it's going to ask you for your family name. You put your surname there. Then the next one is your first name. You put your first name there. Then it's going to ask you for a national identity card. If you are applying from Ghana, if you are doing the ETA from Ghana, you can use your Ghana card number there. But if you are outside of Ghana, you can still use the Ghana card or use your passport number. I use my passport number, so I repeated the passport number there. Do that. And then the next thing will be your date of birth. So enter the day, the month, and the year. After that, place of birth, you need to enter where you were born as it appears on your passport. Okay, the place of birth, put that there. And then the next thing is family status. So family status is going to ask you as whether you are married, divorced, or single. So select the first one, which is celibataire, which means you are single. And then select the second one, divorce, if you are divorced. And then select the third one, which is married, which means you are married. Those are the first three you can do. The other two, do not even attempt them. The first one, celibataire, means you are single. Divorcee is for divorced people. And then marié is for marriage. Okay, so I selected celibataire. Let's proceed. Sex is female, so choose your gender. And then country of birth, you need to put Ghana there. So we're going to go and look for Ghana. There we go. So we select Ghana. And the nationality of origin or nationality of origin is still going to be Ghana as well. So select Ghana. So if your country is also part of the visa free, that's what you're going to do. You only need to put your country there. Application of knowledge, right? Then the next thing is applicant's address. Okay, so this part you need to pop in your address where you currently live in. Okay, so we're going to quickly pop in our address there quickly. All right, after that, the next thing is your residence permit number. So your BRP, look for your BRP and quote the BRP number there. Even though the BRP is expired, you still need to quote it there. So valid until is about, you are not going to write the dates on your BRP when your BRP is expiring. You know, we are no more using the BRP. This time around, you're now going to insert the date when your visa, your current visa, is expiring in the UK. So you need to now pop that figure there. So we're going to pop the dates when our visa or our stay in the UK will be ending. So you quickly type those one there, the day, the month, and the year when it will be expiring. Then quickly, it's going to ask you for your telephone number. So you're going to quickly type in your telephone number. So change the code. Look for United Kingdom and pop United Kingdom there, and then pop your number. If you are doing it outside of the UK from Ghana, look for Ghana code and then put your number there. That's it. Then the next stage is going to ask you about your mother's family and first name. Okay, so this one is going to ask you your parents' details. So you need to type in your mom's name and your dad's name. That's all for the next stage. So as you are writing it, write it as it appears in their passport. So the surname first, surname, which is the family name. So you write the family name first, other name, their first name. Then when you finish with that, click on next, and it will take us to the next page. So the next page now, it's going to ask you some more questions. So let's be quick with it. So that one is about your passport details, right? So you're going to start with the first one, which is already done for you. It's going to be passport, ordinary passport that is already done. And then the next one you're going to be selecting is the date of issue of that passport. Okay, when you had your passport issued. Code the date, the month, and the year when the passport was issued, and then code the date and month, year when it's expiring. So you need to pop that there. The next one is about which country or place issued their passport. So you need to pop that there. So it was Ghana. So passport number, you put your passport number. So the next one is about last countries visited. So your latest countries visited. Latest countries visited. So if you haven't been anywhere before, you don't have any travel history, you don't have any issue, you just have to click on uncheck or and proceed. So you don't have anything there to prove. But if you've been to other places, then you have to go through it and select all those countries you currently visited. You've currently visited, you need to select all of them. So I'm going to quickly rush through this to select the most recent countries I've visited. So just select all those that apply. Okay, there we go. So we got them there. I just mentioned few, the most recent one, Albania, Montenegro, Spain, and the Netherlands. Right. Okay. Then the next one is profession. So we're going to do the profession. So the profession, you need to go through it and then select what you do. Okay. So again, this one is typically in their language. It's mixed. I don't know. It's mixed. Some of them comes clear that you can easily tell that this is what you do, but others you need to translate it or look for Google to help you. Okay. So I'm a nurse, so I'm going to pop a nurse there. So they say nurse is in infirmier. Infirmier. So you pop that there. So you look for what applies to you and you choose that. Okay. Right. And the next one is employer, educational institution, or other. So I am working with an employer, so I'm going to select employer, and then I need to pop my employer details in the next line. So I need to pop the name, the full name of my employer, the address, the email, and then their telephone number. So you quickly do that. Right. So the next one, they are going to ask you previous travel authorizations to Morocco. So if you've got any previous authorizations, you need to add them here. If you don't have any additional authorization, just click on next and let's proceed. Next is your travel. So they need the travel information. So you're going to key in the dates you'll be entering Morocco. So expected day of arrival or expected arrival dates, you need to put the date there. You put the day, the month, and the year. And then you come to the next one, expected stay length. So if you are doing 5 days, you put there the number of days you'll be doing in Morocco. If you're doing 5 days, you put it there. If you're doing 1 week, if you're doing 2 weeks, you put it there. And then we move to the next one. And then your means of transport to Morocco, you need to put that there. So you need to select which one you'll be going with. So go through it. If you're going with sea is maritime. If you're going with the flight is aerian. If you're going with whatever, so just go through it. So flights, I'm going with flights, so I chose the aerian. And then the next one is border of entry into Morocco or expected transit. So I'll be entering Morocco through Marrakesh Airport. So you need to go through and look for Marrakesh Airport. If you are entering through Casablanca, you need to pop it there. All right. So go through the drop icon and select which airport you are entering Morocco, which port you are entering Morocco. So I went for Marrakesh. So we have Marrakesh Airport. Okay, next one is financing information. So who finances your trip and provides for your needs during your stay in Morocco? So I'm going to select myself. And then means of financing, I'm going to select money because it's going to be cash. So transit. So in case of transit, do you have an authorization of entry into the final country destination? So if you are doing the transit, you need to choose yes. If you are not transiting, my flight is a direct flight, so I'm going to choose the second option, grandpa. Grandpa means it's direct, I'm not doing transit, and then we proceed. If you are doing transit, it means you have to fill the other parts. Well, now let me go to the host institution. So this one, you need to pop in. If someone is hosting you, put their details, but I'm going to be staying in the hotel, so you pop the details of the hotel there. So you choose hotel and you put the name of the hotel, the address, the telephone number there. Next one is all about your attachments, so your documents. So all the documents they asked you earlier, you need to do what? You need to make sure you've got them, so you attach them here. So documents number 1 for your ETA. Number 1 is a passport size photograph. Number 2 is your passport page. Number 3 is proof of residence or your proof of permit. Okay, so your BRP. Even though the BRP has expired, you need it there. Okay, you need your bank statements and you need your hotel reservation. And every documents you're going to upload there has to be 1 MB or less. Anything above that, you can't upload it. I will put a link in the description box that will help you compress your images in case you're uploading it and it's not able to accept it. Use that link to compress your images so that will give you small figures to be able to upload them there. And then your BRP, they need the front and back. So what you're going to do is you need to merge them. So you need to have both front and back on the same page so you can make it a PDF so that you have the smaller megabytes to post to upload. Yeah, you upload that one there. And basically that's all the information they need from you. And if you finish with everything that they are requesting, you just have to come to the next one and press on submit. You press on submit to request for your ETA. Okay, and that's it. So when you press on submit for your ETA, they will now go through it. If they're happy with all your documentation, they will send you the ETA through your email. If they are not okay with the documentation, they will request for further information. So you need to be tracking your application or checking your email to see what other document they are requesting for you to upload. Then you just upload it and that's it. And when they request for further documentation, that's definitely going to be your e-visa and the shared code. You need to log in into your e-visa. If you're doing it on the phone, you need to screenshot. You see that page that has all the details about you and then the picture. You need to screenshot everything. So if you switch it to desktop mode, you will have it in one page, okay? So that you can screenshot it and then use a link to merge, to compress the image to get a smaller megabyte so that you can upload it, okay? And that's it. You are ready to visit Morocco. Right, so that is all what I've got for you today. I hope you find value watching today's video and you'll be able to be successful with your ETA. If you found value watching today's video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you again in another video. Until then, peace out.